I heard about this game from the asexual community. I just want to be single. I don't actually want a harem full of cute girls. So I guess you're playing the main character. I'm assuming as a girl. And then all these cute girls like you. This is just the demo, it's not actually out yet. So we're gonna check that out. Read right to left. Click to continue. Okay. Quickly, find her. Where is she? Not in the backpack. Not underneath something. Not in the trash. I think I saw her over there, behind the water fountain. Why is this happening to me? I have no idea what's going on. Ha, found you. Eat. You're mine now. I am? You don't mind me asking a few questions, right? Random girl. Oh god, she's asking me questions? I don't like answering questions. What if she wants to know how my day was, or what my favorite color is? It's too much pressure. What are you spacing out for, huh? Crap. Quick, think of something to say. What do you mean? You heard me. You trying to act cute or something? What's your name? My name? It's, what is your name? I gotta type my name. Hold on. How do I type it? Oh, there we go. I guess it's K. My name is K. K, huh? Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. Oh gosh, what is my name again? I have to type my name again? Did I do it wrong? My name is K. K, you sure this time? Wait, not that one either. Well, hold on here. Should I just name myself Aya? Oh. I have to say Aya. Aya, my name is Aya. That looked like it took more effort than it should have. Yeah, it was. It's been a long day. It's literally the start of the day. Oh. Still, I don't know how you say it. Would you say Aya or Aya? It might be pronounced Aya because it's Japanese. I'm gonna say Aya. That's an interesting name, hee hee. And my name isn't that funny, I don't think so at least. Anyway, I just remembered I need to get to class. See you around. You're not going anywhere. Eek, I mean, I don't need to get to class, I'm staying right here. I have more questions to ask you, you're not going to answer them. And you're going to answer them whether you like it or not. Great. Awesome. Answer questions. Besides, shouldn't we get to know each other a bit more? Cutie? Cutie? Wait, is she talking about me? No. I want to say no. No. No, it's fine. She's probably talking to somebody else. Hold on, am I the only person here? Hello, Earth to Aya. I'm still talking to you. Yes ma'am. I know everyone, so you must be new here. Where did you transfer from? Why does she want to know that? I don't feel good about this. Can't say old school. I'll say old school, like why not? My last school? I know that already. Why did I say that? It's true, but obviously she isn't satisfied with an obvious response. Double down, it's the truth? Nervous? Is nervous an option? What's nervous? Wait, hold on. Sorry, I didn't know what to say. Whatever, I'll just ask you something else. I'm already exhausted. What more does she want to know? Or better yet, why? I want to know, what do you think about me? I don't even know her name. I don't even know what she looks like. I have no clue. I don't really know. Oh, why not? I just met you. I really haven't met you because I don't know who you are. So? You're just avoiding the question, aren't you? I'm not really paying attention to this little heartbreak and heart thing up here. Is it just me, or is she looking at me kind of weird? Was it something I said? Alright, cutie. Cutie! I'm gonna ask you a very important question. You need to answer like your life depends on it. Are you ready? No. What do you think of my outfit for today? I fucking can't see it. Hard to see. Oh. It's weird I have to type this out. Why can't I just, like, click it? It's kind of hard to see you in this light. Really? In the middle of the morning? Yeah. In this bright lit hallway? Please come into the light. What am I to you? Some vague black silicone of a high school girl? My patience is growing thin. Oh, did I make her upset? Maybe I'm just misreading the situation. That's gotta be it. I'm so upset with you right now. I am definitely not misreading the situation. You don't really seem to care about me at all, do you? You just view me the same as trash on the sidewalk, don't you? What? No, that's not. You do admit it. You're wrong? Oh yeah, prove it. What's my name then? I don't know her name. Well, it's... Please tell me your name? Do I get to tell her? Do I get to name her? What's some kind of like crazy ass name? I'll name her Yuno. That's a crazy name. You know what kind of awful backcountry name is Yuno? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I'm just really bad with names. See, I told you don't care about me at all. That's what everyone says. It's random girl, by the way. Random girl, I don't even know why that's so hard for you, everyone. Oh god. Why is her name Random Girl? It's time to end this. End what? End the questions? Please, you don't have to do this. I do though, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Oh jeez. What did I ever do to deserve this? I've never seen this girl in my life. I'll just avoid eye contact. That usually works. No sudden movements, don't provoke, gently. Speak gently. Hopefully I'll appear less threatening. More so than I already am. What are you mumbling about? Oh no, I made eye contact. I heard her hand slam against the wall behind me. I flinched, my eyes shooting open. Alright, that's it. I've had it. You forced me to do this, so you better take responsibility. Uh-oh, close your eyes. I closed my eyes and braced for impact. Please go out with me. Who are you? Oh, did I hear that right? Her face is flushed red now, and though she's nervous, she doesn't seem any less imposing. What's going on? Is this a joke or... No, she seems oddly serious. I like you. What? I'm really getting a convention right now? In the morning? Why is this happening all of a sudden? Me? Nothing about me stands out. You might just be the most perfect girl I've ever laid my eyes on. No, anyone's ever laid their eyes on. I like you. You like me? I like you. No, that's not right, I think I love you. This is all a bit sudden, isn't it? I mean, we only just learned each other's names. It was love at first sight. Aya, will you go out with me? Will you go out with me? I only have one option here. You barely know me. But wait, you barely know anything about me. Are you sure about all this? Yes. Oh. Could you be a little less sure about it? No. Oh, alright. I knew from the first moment you said K that we were destined to be together. But K isn't even my name. It's true. I know, and it was so cute that you messed it up. I'm not looking to date. I am trying to get to class. I'm really not looking to date right now. Oh, I see. You'll understand? I wonder if this is the demo, just this one girl. I do. Phew, that was close. My heart is still racing. I understand. That's good. I understand completely. I'm glad. Because clearly, we should skip straight to marriage. I had other plans for when I graduate, but forget all about that. I'm marrying you instead. We're gonna get married, right? I like how you have all these options. They all mean the same thing. Please help me. Who's gonna help me? What's that? You will? Oh no, that's not what I said. I knew you'd say the yes. La la la. Married together forever. Oh no, she seems serious. It's not gonna end well if I let her get carried away like this. I don't want to get married right now. It's okay, Aya. You just need to turn her down. Put out the fire early. Turn her down. How do I turn her down? What do I say to her? What is it that people usually say? I'm just not looking for a relationship right now. I'm just focusing on myself. Oh, hold on. Hey, I don't think we'll live in a beautiful house together and go on our honeymoon. You'll cook me dinner and... Oh, no. Is this what happens when people like other people to do... Wait. Is this what happens when people like other people too much? Nothing I say seems to matter. It's true. It's very true. I need to be careful not to let this happen. I don't want people to fall in love with me. But I don't want them to hate me either. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a very thin line. How do I make a balance so they don't like me too much or too little? Oh, I'm too introverted for all this. And we'll live in a beautiful house with 13 kids. Oh, she's gone too far. Yeah, she's too far gone. I gotta get out of here fast. Escape from this woman. I can't breathe. I have to get away. Anything but here. I need to think of a way to distract her, but how? What would be a good distraction? A noun? A noun, like what? Like maybe a cat? I don't know. Neko. Oh, over there, Neko! Where? Right behind you. Hey, where'd you go? I sprint away as fast as I can while she's looking the other way. I escaped. GG's. How did this happen to me? Let's rewind a bit. The story starts a long way back. Way back to the beginning, you don't say. It was such a long time ago, I barely even remember it. When you say? Why, it was this morning. Yeah. A new day, a new school. All the way there, I sort of just wish I could just never arrive. Plenty of people get lost on their first day, right? I guess not. My steps are slightly off kilter. Not only because of my shaky knees, but also because I'm not exactly sure where to look as I walk. I'm getting all the uncanny feeling that everyone is looking my way. Am I just being paranoid? Maybe this was all a terrible idea. I rub the back of my neck, painfully aware of how exposed it feels. This just might be the coldest April I've experienced in a while. The closer I get to school, the more I see other people wearing the same uniform as me. Am I one of them now? It's weird to think I'm now a student at a prestigious school. Well, Love, all girls high school, was a prestigious, I'm sorry, as a school can be around these parts. So it's an all-girls school, that's why. Okay, looking around, the uniforms felt so much more imposing when worn by somebody else. I hope they don't think I'm weird. I didn't really get to make any friends in my previous school. Unless I want the same thing to happen here or worse, I have to make sure I give a good impression. Do your best, me. It's very relatable. Before I can turn tail and run away back home, I clench the door handle again. This classroom is the one. I take a deep breath and cross my fingers. Here goes nothing. So many eyes, and they're all staring right at me. My eyes filter down to check that I'm not in my PJs or something. Nope, everything's there. I close the door behind me and bow apologetically. As I scan the room for an empty seat, the homeroom teacher turns around from the chalkboard. Ah, you must be the new student, transfer student. Nice to meet you. Why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Go on, don't be shy. I'm... Relax, take a deep breath. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Say what you want to say, no matter how intense it is. I'm only trying to say my name. Introduce yourself. I'm Aya. Oh, we gotta put a period in there? Is that not... Do I have to capitalize it? Not bad. Is that not working? Oh, damn. Okay. I'm gonna scream it. Oh, why does this not... Okay. Oh no! The demo's not responding. It didn't like that. Dead silence. Was that a shadow forming on everyone's faces? Did I say something stupid? Is there something on my face? The tension in the room is gripping at my throat. With each passing second, the air is slowly sucked out of the room. I can't breathe. I'm going to die. Is this how it all ends? Is this how my story ends? I guess that's it for me. I won't be able to find any friends at this school. I'll be alone. Again. Welcome! Everyone burst into cheers. Huh? What's going on? Why did you transfer? Where are you from? When's your birthday? You look like a Scorpio to me. Which do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi? I like Coke. What's 2 plus 2? Do you need help with your homework? Volleys of questions come flying at me, and I'm frozen in place. Alright, settle down. Let the transfer student breathe. Teacher patted my shoulder. I finally exhaled. How did I not pass out from that? Transferring schools is always stressful. I hope you'll adjust in time. Okay, I want someone to show Aya around the school during lunch. If you want to volunteer, please raise your hand. Almost immediately, every hand in the room is in the air. Looks of silent, desperate, pleading dart across the class. Alright then. I guess I'll have to just pick somebody. How about Miss Class Rep? Who's the class rep? It would... Don't call me sir. I'm not that old. Reluctantly, everyone lowers their hands. Quiet grumbles and complaints were tossed around about how they have been a better guide. I hope you two become fast friends. Friends? Was such a thing really possible? Was I allowed to be friends with someone just like that? Come sit next to me, Aya. She motions towards an empty desk next to her, and then I scroll? I don't know how to say that. To occupy it. I could sense some intense glares, with killing intent behind my back. I'm getting the feeling that people don't seem to like me very much. Nice to meet ya. Oh, likewise. The first homeroom of the year starts, and I'm relieved that I don't have to make eye contact with people anymore. Oh, this is a water fountain. Ah, yes. That's the storage area. This is the restroom. I did my best to nod along as... How do you... Let's see. Let's sound this out. Kaidi? Katie? I'm gonna call her Katie would be a lot easier. I think it's Kaidi. I'm gonna say Kaidi, I don't know. I did my best to nod along as Kaidi continued with her tour of the school. This is another water fountain. There's attention to detail, then there's this. I forced a smile. I hope we don't offer my first friend at this school by appearing ungrateful. I don't offend my first friend. Are you alright, Aya? Is something wrong? Oh, no, not really, I'm fine. I get it, transferring schools must be hard, right? It's weird there's only like one option here, so why would I even need to type it? The storyline could just continue. Oh. Oh, I have to do it that way? Okay. I have to like know how to say it in like a volume. Yeah, it's been whatever, you know. Okay, Kaidi. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? She didn't hear me. Well, in that case, I know this school like the back of my hand, so I'll make sure you're prepared for absolutely anything. If you're happy with me being your tour guide. Wait, the way she's looking at me. I guess she wants me to say something? I better be careful what I say if I don't want to hurt her feelings. Or get her hopes up. So are you excited or... Oh no. I'm open to it, I guess. We're in the middle here, so... Well, I'm open to whatever tour you have to offer. Good, I'm glad you're willing to give me a chance. And maybe I can learn a bit more about you along the way too. She seems to have taken that pretty well. And she looks just as excited as before. No more, no less. Maybe you can find friends here after all. Why don't you start with that tour? Oh, of course. And what better way to start the tour than with some trivia? I regret everything. Since you're new, let's start with the basics. Do you know our school's name? I do not know. Is this where, like, can I, like... Do I get to say the name? Because everything else has been like, yeah, you're fucking wrong. Xanarkin. Wasn't it Xanarkin? Close, but no, Xanarkin is our rival school. How did we become rivals? Our principal may or may not have sworn revenge on their principal. It's a whole big thing, but what matters is that the team you're rooting for is the Love all-girls high school. Oh, of course. For getting an incorrect answer, you're now at -1 tour points. Oh, do my tour points get tallied up for some kind of final grade? Maybe. Oh, great. On with the tour. Yo, this game's kind of lit. I like it. Well, here's our first stop. The short, sharp squeaks of sneakers on the gym floor will fill the air as handfuls of students play basketball. Right, the gym. Are you alright? You seem nervous. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just not a big fan of PE. Oh, I understand. I'm not very athletic myself. Well, you're tall. You probably get picked first for volleyball at least. Oh no. I'm not very coordinated. Sometimes when I jump to hit the ball, I accidentally bump into other girls. That doesn't sound so... After the third time I broke someone's toe by landing on their foot, I'm not allowed to play volleyball anymore. Good job. Hey, what's up, Dragon? How are you? I'm having an okay day. What can you expect? Oh. Besides, I can... How do you say this? Akane? I'm not very good like how to pronounce the Japanese names. So let's say Aikani? Nice, just playing some Minecraft. Love the pink. Thank you. I like pink only on Valentine's Day. Is that weird? Aikani always is the one who always gets picked first. Who? Oh, Akani, the one in red out there. Akani is Team Ace. Oh, of the basketball team? All of them. All of them? All of the club teams, from basketball to track to field to swimming to judo, all of them. Well, maybe except the chess team and the debate team. Those go to somebody else. Seriously? Yep, they call her the Red Beast. She holds every athletic record, she's on every team, and she's never lost a game. You look great. Loving the spirit. Oh, thank you. I'm trying here. I appreciate it. What the? This is only a demo, so like, it probably isn't gonna last that long, but who knows? Why does she look like, she looks like the male Powerpuff Boy. A student standing by the base of the basketball hoop with a fire extinguisher quickly puts it out with practiced ease. Did she really just set the hoop on fire? The basketball team from Akani's dunk hit the ground so hard it bounced back up nearly to the roof. When it came back down again, it hit the edge of the bleachers and ricocheted, now heading directly at my face. Yeep. I braced myself for the impact, or rather, flinch, but it never comes. Oh, did she save me? Are you alright? I peer around her and see she's holding the ball, and for a moment I think I see a wisp of smoke coming off of her hands. Oi! You hear me? Oh, sorry. Yes, I mean, yes, I hear you. Not, yes, I'm alright. But I am alright too. Sir, ma'am. Hey, you look pretty shaken up there, are you okay? Reassure her that you're fine. I'm fine. I'm all right. Oh damn, I keep doing that wrong. I guess like I have to speak up more. I think she might be going to shock. Akani? The excitement might have been too much for her. Nope, I'm totally good. Her breathing is getting more shallow by the moment. Really, I'm okay just processing. No need for everyone to be looking over here. She probably needs emergency. She's fine. She's just getting her bearings, right, champ? Yes. Just, be sure to speak up next time. I'm gonna try. I can't help you if you don't help yourself, right? Anyways, I'm glad you're alright. What's your name, new kid? Oh, my name's Aya. Aya, that's a good name. Easy to remember. Thanks. I'm giving her a tour of all our facilities. Except maybe the boiler room and some of the janitor closets. Oh, and I'm not sure if it's worth showing her the teacher's parking lot. But if we look at those... Kaidi. Well, Kaidi looks like she's going to be occupied for a minute. Say, are you planning to join any of the sports teams? We're looking forward to recruit more people. Joining a team already? I don't really know my schedule yet, but also I don't want to disappoint her. What if I say something dumb or overcommit? I'm not sure yet. I mean, but she already like dislikes us a little bit, so like we could say we love sports. I wonder what that will do. I love sports. Why yes, I love the sports. And the sports balls. Score some goals. I love sports balls? I'm totally doomed. I admire the enthusiasm. Really? Yeah, it's important to have things you're passionate about. Skills aren't everything. Out there on the field, sometimes it matters more what's in your heart than your skills as a player. What's happening? This happens every time she does an inspiring prep talk. Following that voice in your heart, your dream, that's the real goal post we should all run towards. Yeah, enough with the speeches. We talked it over and we want a 6th player. Oh yeah, right, that could probably be more balanced. Oh, I realized in all this commotion, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Akani. I'm the captain of... Actually, Aya already knows what team you're captain of. Because she has an A+ tour guide. Isn't that right? Why would you put me on the spot like this? Yeah, you're captain of... Oh shit. I don't remember. She's the captain of the red team, I don't... Captain of what? Which clubs? There's so many clubs! There's so many clubs! I know she said judo. Basketball. Is there a soccer team? I don't know. Soccer? How do I spell soccer? Soccer. Baseball, maybe? But like baseball, when it's an all-girls team, it's called softball. I don't know, let's give her this. I'm genuinely not sure if I should be offended or flattered. Aya just misspoke because she's flustered. Of course she knows you're a captain of all the teams. Should I have said that? Just all the teams? Phew, that was a close call. Well, I'm glad you got to watch a sick play of mine. Maybe we can teach you a trick or two someday. Thanks for the offer, but I don't think I could even pull off a fraction of what you just did. Why don't we just start with simple lifting then? You can bench press, right? Or maybe start with the dumbbells? Yoga weights? I could probably manage that if I brought enough water. Maybe, I think. Akane, clearly you're intimidating her with all this muscle talk. Come on, Aya. We still have a lot of the school to see. Right, thanks for the offer though, bye. Wait, don't you want to watch the rest of the game? I got things to do. I'm sorry. And this is the home economics classroom. It's really dark. Why are the blinds closed? Oh, that's because they don't do home economics class until after lunch. Not since the noodle incident. The what? I heard a wet squishing popping sound? What was that? There's a heavy, meaty thug, and then another. What was that? Yo, Mr. Hardcore Mode. Are you done streaming? I'm not sure. Maybe we should ask her? Her who? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is the game where all these girls like you, but you have to like have them like you but not hate you. Like, you don't want to be their girlfriend, but you don't want to be hated as either. I know, silly game. I want all the girls to like me. You shouldn't be here unless you want to lose a limb. I'll have to make sure you don't tell anyone. Oh god, please don't kill me. What did you just say? Oh god, please don't kill me. You're scaring her. What? Katsumi? Katsumi? Katsumi. Here, let me turn the lights on. Much better. Don't worry, Aya. This is Katsumi. She is, well, I guess not harmless, per se. Ahem. Anyway, I was just giving Aya here a tour of the school. Aya is it? I see. My, aren't you just adorable? Why do you have blood all over you? Oh, this is just animal blood. Well, I still don't like it. Oh, thank God. Well, technically, at least. Fun fact, humans are animals, technically. Yes, I suppose they are. I'm cutting up dead bodies. Yeah, what? Yesterday we learned how to carve a chicken. Oh, great job. Yeah, I don't want this one. The teacher said I was too aggressive. I got an A-. That's simply unacceptable. So I'm practicing before the practical exam by cutting up bodies, chicken bodies. Is she yandere? Chickens? Okay, well, that's... Wait, why are you doing it in the dark? If the lights were on, people would come and find out why. What do you think I was doing? Nothing at all. Don't worry, it's not like I'm murdering people in the home. Oh shit. Return. Home ec room. I'm glad? There's nowhere to get rid of the bodies. Wait, then if you were just cutting up chickens, what What was that about making sure we didn't tell anyone? Oh, that's really a shame after all. We only just met and yet I'm going to have to silence you. Don't worry, this won't hurt one bit. Oh god, you're really gonna kill me. I'll give you each $36,250 if you keep this a secret. That's a pretty specific number. 36,250 this time? You're feeling pretty generous today, Katsumi. My apologies, that's the only leftover spare change I have for today. Oh wait, that's not a joke? You're actually gonna give us that much money? Katsumi never jokes around when it comes to money. I come from a wealthy family. I see. Besides, I have a reputation to maintain. If people knew I got an A-, I would never live it down. No problem, we can keep it a secret. So were you interested in learning some home EC? Maybe fancy yourself the domestic type? Alright, yeah, you need to make sure to make a good impression. Just take your time and speak from the heart. Make sure to answer promptly. Otherwise, I'll have to start using this knife. To get back to cutting, of course. Never mind, I need to answer as fast as humanly possible. Alright, alright. Answer this between— oh god, oh shit. IDK! You mean you don't have a 15-year plan? I don't know what's happening tomorrow. Usually I'm a little too busy trying to navigate the present. Well, you better start worrying about whether or not you'll have a future. Eep. Because you'll be living as an adult before you know it. Hehe. I don't like the way she's looking at me. I've always fancied myself a bit of a homemaker. You definitely seem like the homie type. Aw, I'm glad you think so. But truth be told, I don't have anyone to make a home with. Still woefully single after all these years. What about you? If you just transfer here, does that mean you're single? No, it's not your business. She's gonna hate me. I don't feel comfortable answering that question. It's a good response, but oh, she did not like that. Of course she didn't. Well, you don't have to be so defensive about it. If you don't want to answer the question, you could have just said so. Oh, but I did just say so. Besides, I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later. I have my methods. Eat. Okay. You look so serious and adorably terrified. I can't imagine why. Well, money does solve everything, so let me just pay you now. Oh dear, how much was it again? Oh no, she's gonna ask me if I remember. No! She said it twice too. I don't remember. I remember it like being 50 cents. It was like 2,000. 2,000 what? 2,000. I'm not gonna get it right. I'm pretty sure it was 2,000. You sure there, Aya? I could have sworn she said 36,250. In fact, I wrote it down. Yeah, gonna have to write things down for this game. Well, I don't want Aya feeling undercut. What about this? I owe you a big favor, and we'll call it even. A favor? Yep, I'll do anything for you. Absolutely anything. Thank you. I'll have to think about it. Take your time. Just say the word and I'm there. Still, it's too bad. I would have liked to make a better first impression on such a cute new student. Cute? Very. Simply adorable. Especially when you're nervous. That look of distress just makes me want to tease you more and more. No, I don't. You could just use some better manners and a clearer vision or view of the future, though. Oh, I'm sorry. No need to apologize. It just means I'll have to teach you a lesson or two. The lessons can wait till later. We still have a tour to give. Ah, of course. Of course. Okay. Katsumi, we're going now. Come on, Aya. Let's go somewhere a little quieter for our next stop. Okay, let's go. See you around, Aya. And remember, keep this a secret. If you tell anyone, I'll know. Yes, ma'am. See you later, Katsumi. Bye. Bye. Oh, I forgot the money again. That's okay. We don't need it. We've been persuaded. Oh, look. That's another water fountain right there. No, you don't say. The school has a lot of water fountains, doesn't it? Sure does. Wait, that might be the same water fountain from earlier. Oh. Anyway, up ahead is the school cafeteria. You want to go inside? No, I'm good. No point to dampen the mood inside there with my gloomy presence. In that case, let's... out of the way! Keep going! Without any inkling of surprise or hesitation, Kaede steps into the side. A purple object hurtles towards me, unpedaled. Unpebble? Whatever. Before I register what's going on, I'm knocked back. Oh no. The game froze a little bit. I'll give it a second. Come on, game. Ow, are you okay? No, I'm utterly defeated at this very hour, when the world needs me most. Sorry. This is... Nozomin? Nozomin. This is Nozomin, the school's #1 occupational hazard. Don't worry, your reflexes will improve over time. Foolish mortal. You dare speak of me merely some obstacle? I am no mere cog in this loathsome false paradigma. If you must address me, use my proper title. What was it again? It was cursed, no. Accursed Harbinger of Destiny? The accursed Harbinger of Destiny. Okay. The destroyer of false entity. The dark champion of the Eurofrodrian realms. I'm sorry guys, I can't read every word, just so y'all know. Cower when you hear my name. The great Nozomin. The great Nozomin. Tremble before my sheer power. Oh my, that's one I haven't heard before. You've been working on it a bit, haven't you? I don't think that's the right conjunction though. Shouldn't it be euphonic? Euphonic? What? I silenced mortal? You must have misheard me. Are you fine now? No, I am on a secret mission. I can't afford to fail. The fate of the world depends on it. Wait a minute. 'Tis you, my greatest rival. Me? You have returned after millennia in exile. My sworn sister, my former ally, my soul lingering regret. Sorry, have we met before? Oh gods, have you forgotten me? Do you no longer hold dear to that promise we made at the Temple of Harmony? Do you truly not remember anything of your former life? Do you not remember your past life? I'll play along so she can like me a little bit. I'll fuck up later. I remember. I think I remember actually. You do, truly? Did we go to the same school? Maybe we were much younger? Of course. Ah, that makes more sense. We both trained for 100 years under the stewardship of the great lion turtle. I'm lost again. We were the greatest enemies, turned allies, turned rivals, turned enemies, turned friends. Nozomi is a bit energetic, as you can tell. Turned fusion team, turned arch rivals. But alas, all of those memories have faded for you, like petals falling from a sakura tree. Surely you must at least remember one of my illustrious titles that you helped me earn? Oh shit. Did she already say it? They always do this to me. No, I don't know. What's that girl from Kick-Ass? She's that. Kick-Ass girl. Kick-Ass purple girl. That's what she is. Massive the no champion of demon something. Chloe. Was that her name? Wait, was it Kick-Ass Purple Girl? Is that a yes silence or a no silence? That's the actor's name? Well, I don't want the actor's name, I want the superhero. I am not, as you say, Kick-Ass Purple Girl. Perhaps I was foolish to think that you'll be able to remember in your current state. It would take something truly supernatural to recall any of your titles. I'm pretty sure you're mistaking me for somebody else. Nonsense. Clearly, your reincarnations over the years have taken their toll. No, really, I think you doubt your cosmic gifts and my mystical arts. Very well. A simple demonstration should suffice. You're going to want to brace yourself. But why? I'll tell you later. Worry not. I'm well aware of my rivals. Marshall? Prowse? I shall simply read your very mind. Close your eyes, think very clearly. Think of an object, perhaps. What's the object? What's the object? What am I thinking of right now? What's something she would never be able to guess? I'm thinking of a taco. Yes. I can see you're thinking of something nourishing. Oh no. The dish of prosperity. Pizza, she's talking about pizza. Actually, I was thinking of taco. That was really good. How did she guess that? I thought of a food. Taco! Clearly you must be casting your most powerful Omeji concealment magics to disguise your true thoughts. I was totally doing that, yeah. You see, I knew you were actually thinking of pizza because I help her out. You're hungry? If I say she's hungry, she might like me. I think that's like, you know... This game isn't hard. They kind of like set it up for you. Is it because you're hungry by any chance? Prosperous. Well, they are offering free pizza in the cafeteria for the first day of school. The growls you hear is merely the fire that burns in my soul. This reminds me of my comrade and her powers of self-concealment. Even I cannot detect her hidden presence when she's not at her full force. My sworn sister, it is bittersweet that this reunion comes at such a inoccupied time. But rest assured, I have never forgotten our promise. I don't even want to think about what the promise might be. Though faint, I can still see the true heart of your past self that burns bright. Until next time, sweet Sakura child. Yeah, she's a real weeaboo there. The purple girl turned on her heel and dashed off, arms trailing behind her. Is she gonna be okay? Don't worry, she's always like that, quite energetic, isn't she? Yeah. Taco, huh? Was that a weird thing to be thinking about? No, not at all. I just find it interesting. Well, are you writing that down? Nothing? On with the tour. Okay. I think taco was like a great response. And here's the art room. Katie? How would I say her name again? Kainda? It's easier to say her name is Katie. It's just... We'll name her Katie now. Katie gestures around the room. It's still and quiet. The most empty with large windows that are letting in the morning light. Kaede? So that's hard for me to say, Mr. Hardcore. Kaede? It's just easier to say Katie. It looks kind of nice, actually. Oh, do you do art? No, it just seems peaceful, I guess. Well, normally there's at least 1 or 2 students in here, finishing up art projects and things like that. So it's a little bit more lively. Seems like it's a little empty right now. Empty right now? I give Katie a confused look, and then I glance over at the girl. who was already in the room when we entered. She's turned around to look at us, setting down her brush and cocking her head to the side. Her face is expressionless. I'm sorry to interrupt. The silent girl shakes her head in what I assume is a forgiving manner, then goes back to painting. Interrupt? Oh, I was talking to the other girl? What other girl? I look back and forth, between the girl by the window and Katie. You don't see anyone over there? Where? Oh, the girl over there. I hate that you have to type this. Oh. And here, okay, so we have the bar here. We're gonna say it a little bit louder. Really? I have to do, okay. I failed again. I have to do the bar all the way to the top, I guess. But then you're like screaming it. The girl, you know, over there with the, you can kind of. Oh, she thinks I'm crazy. Aya, are you doing all right? I've got to cover for this fast. Oh yeah, I just playing a prank on you. The classic make you look for a girl who isn't there fake out. Huh, that's not a prank I've heard of. That's because, it's from my old school. Tons of girls do it. Oh, I see. Is that a local thing? You know, now that you mention it though, I do see a girl. Oh, thank goodness I'm not crazy after all. Gotcha. I did this to myself. Maybe there's something wrong with your eyes? Or your glasses? I don't think so. I got them replaced just recently. I glanced nervously over at the other girl still painting. She doesn't seem to be interested in making herself be noticed by Katie. I need to think of a way to show her what I'm talking about. How about I try showing you what I mean by drawing it? Oh, I'd love that. I'd love to see that. You look like you'd be a talented illustrator. I'll try. It'd be really cool if they like let me draw. It's time to draw. Try your best to draw the mysterious green girl so Katie knows what you're talking about. Or don't try. IDK, I'm not your real dad. It's very true. P.S. The minigame you're about to play is missing a lot of features in the demo. It also might be a little jank. True facts. True facts. Pro tip, use Control Z? For what though? What am I using Control Z to? Oh no. Good God. Are they kidding me with this? Why would I Why would I have other colors other than like green? Because she's a green girl. I don't know. We're gonna try this. Oh god, oh god. I don't wanna like make this bad. Oh, I already fucked up. Yeah. We got the hair here first. It's alright. I'll be here all day. I like drawing. Not shabby. Not shabby. It's gonna be jank though, they said. I know, I'm doing too much effort for a demo, and it's like, it's not gonna matter. But I enjoy this. Oh no, that's gonna look bad. I don't know, I think she's done. I'm sure. You gotta see the resemblance. You gotta. That sure is something. I get it though. I do. You were trying to draw. I was trying to draw. Abstract imagery. You really don't need to rub it in. And what do you call this masterpiece? Name your painting. Green Girl. Why not? Green Girl, huh? Honestly, I might bring this home. Do you think there's any galleries that would accept Green Girl? Yeah. Really? Probably. Maybe. Modern art galleries, at least. The Green Girl exhibit might just be a tough sell, though. Never mind, I can't think of a way to get her to notice the other girl. Why can't we just, like, bring her to the other girl? Anyway, I'm sure Shizuka wouldn't mind teaching you the basics. She's a member of the art club after all. Is that her? She usually spends her time here, but it doesn't seem like she's here right now. What does she look like, out of curiosity? Oh, she's very distinct. She wears a bow string instead of a regular tie, and a beret. Gives off real artsy vibes. You can't miss her, but you missed her. Right. Can't miss her. Yeah. Well, I suppose we should get going then. There's only a few places left to see. Alright. Wow. Was that really it? Katie backs out of the door and I move to follow her. Taking one last look behind my shoulder. The painter girl gives off a gentle wave goodbye. As the painter girl turns back to face her painting, I step out of the room and close the door behind me. Well, that was like the simplest one because she didn't talk to me. There's no way she was in love with me. Anyway, I think that's all for the tour. I hope you know the school in and out now, water fountains and all. Thank you. I'll never go thirsty again. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Though, if you'd like, I could show you some of my favorites in the library. Oh man. It fucks up sometimes on the words. Nothing. I mean nothing. But not anything really important. I just... Though... That's a typo. I just thought we could maybe take a look at some of my favorite books together. What? Like... together? Oh, Oh, did the thing again. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be, romantic relations aren't really against the rules, but I know you just got here and you're just really pretty, and oh man, it's messing up on me. There you are, new girl! What? Who are you? Oh, I'm about to be your new girlfriend, cutie! What girlfriend? Girlfriend? I've been hearing about a super cute transfer student all day, and the rumors are true. I'm not gonna let those other girls get their hands on you first. What? Rumors? I don't even know you. Well, we can fix that easily. Come here and get to know each other. But wait, I'm not really comfortable. Hey, personal space? Stay back? Just let it happen, cutie. No!
Where do you think you're going? Far away from you! Hey, no running in the halls! I don't really have a choice at the moment! Ha! Thought you could have a race without me? It's not a race! Not anymore, because first place is mine! Ha! My fated rival. Destiny draws us together once more! I see that you're in the middle of training for your final battle against me. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no need to be so...
Who is she?
I thought I told you not to tell anyone.
Is that the random girl? So I don't know what she looks like. No, she's over here.
Tell anyone.
Oh no, that's the girl from the home ec class.
Then why are you running away?
This girl, she's my favorite. She doesn't pressure me into anything.
And you're also choosing me. Great, thanks. I said no running in the halls. I'll report all of you. Back off, she's mine. Those are big words coming from someone in stabbing distance. I need to get out of here. The whole school is gonna be after me at this rate.
I think that's the end. Yeah, I think it probably is. Anyway, we're caught up to the present now. This is right about where we left off. I see. So that's why you were hiding behind a water fountain. Yes! All this attention, all these confessions is all too much. Besides, Katie said the water fountain is also one everyone usually forgets about. That's why I usually use it. I should just drop out and become a hermit now. Really? I would have killed for cute girls. Clamoring all over me at your age. What's got you so scared? Oh. I guess hurting. I don't want to hurt anyone. I want friends. But it's not if it means having to break someone's heart. Don't you think breaking hearts and having your heart broken is just a normal part of life? Maybe. All relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic, have their ups and downs. You're still young, so you should try not to worry so much. A ghost girl again. Stop. I know, it's very relatable. You sound like you're speaking from experience. I had to say goodbye once. It was heartbreaking, but necessary. Oh? We had so many good memories together. But it was time to move on. What was she like? She was beautiful. I get embarrassed just thinking about her. I mean, where do I even start? She had it all together. All-wheel drive, hand-cracked windows, leather interior. You're talking about a car, aren't you? If only the fuel efficiency was better. Maybe I could have made it work. I feel like this kind of undercuts your whole life advice thing. It's all related. If I hadn't said goodbye to that car, I never would have gotten my convertible, and my niece still wouldn't have a car of her own. Sometimes a little bit of heartbreak is needed for things to move forward. Right. I can't really tell him the real reason. I can't tell anyone. Thanks. You don't have to thank me, you're the one who decided to open up about how you were feeling. I guess I did, didn't I? You got plenty of time to figure out what you want, Kay. And I'm confident that you'll make the right choices for you. My name's not Kay, though. It's Aya. Thanks. Wait, did you just call me Kay? See you in class. Just when I thought this day was starting to get better. Okay, I'm kind of interested in this story. Does this haircut really change my look that much? Or is it the school just full of strange girls? I can barely look people in the eye when they talk, and I'm always scared of saying the wrong thing. It's just impossible. I don't even know if I want a girlfriend. Oh, I guess that's the bell for class. I gotta hurry. I quickly make my way back to my classroom. Pause a moment in the doorway, take a deep breath, and muttering to myself. Okay, just relax. Gotta make a good first impression. I'm not gonna be the nervous, gloomy kid again. It's a new school, a new class, new hair, a new me. A big smile. I force my mouth into a smile. I can feel my long, neglected face muscles struggling to take on the unfamiliar shape. I open the door and step inside. This gotta be the end of the demo. Man, it just keeps going. Sorry I'm late. I had to look for the classroom a bit. Oh, you're here, I'm glad. I was about to mark you as tardy. It seems fate has wove our paths together once more, my sworn rival. Well, if it ain't the second place. Nice hustle out there. Too bad you're against the best. And quiet girl. Oh, this is going to be entertaining. Cutie! Isn't this just perfect? Having your new girlfriend in the same class? Come sit by me so we can get to know each other up close and personal. Hey, out of the way, short stack. I can't see my girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not anyone's girlfriend. Oh, don't be like that, sweetkins. You're breaking my heart. Come on, don't you want a girlfriend who's this cute? Stop. I don't want any kind of girlfriend. I don't want to date anyone. I just want to be single. Okay, what do I do here? Oh shit, I did it too much. I just want to be single. Okay, that's the end of the demo. Achievement unlocked. Pilot episode complete. That's pretty cute. I like it. I'm gonna put on Space Channel 5. Letters? A Written Adventure? Was that on Steam too? Oh, Kickstarter.